"We need you here," he said. "Your sisters, everyone, needs you here." Ever since her middle sister, Allegra, had become queen, her parents had been urging Carrie to be a bigger part of the royal family, to take a more active role in the Santaro family causes and the country's needs. Something Carrie had resisted almost from birth. She wanted nothing to do with any of that. Just the thought of being surrounded by all that pomp and circumstance made her feel like she was being suffocated. "They're fine without me. I'm barely a part of the family activities. The media hardly noticed I left." There'd been one small piece in the Uccelli papers, a quick mention that Princess Carlita had gone on vacation, and nothing more, Mariabella had said. If Allegra had been the one to leave the country, there'd have been newspaper and television coverage for days. Not for the first time, Carrie thanked her lucky stars that she would probably never be queen. "That's because we have worked to keep your antics out of the media and keep this vacation of yours a secret." "It's not a vacation, Papa. It's a job." He sighed. "I know you love this work and think this is what you want to do." "Think? I know." "But it is far past time you acknowledged your heritage," her father said, "and stopped playing in the vineyards and at life. All these years I have indulged you and let you have your freedom. You, of all the daughters, have had the least to do with the royal family and its duties. But now you are 24, my dear. Time to start settling down and become a true Santaro." Settle down? She bristled at the thought of handing her life over to yet another person who would want to tell her where to sit, how to act, what she should do. In the past year, her father had reminded her 100 times that playtime was over and now she needed to step more fully into her role as princess. "That is the last thing I want to do right now." "I love you, my daughter. I really do. But you have one fault." They'd had this discussion 1,000 times, and Carrie didn't want to have it again now. "Papa!" "You flit from thing to thing like a butterfly. First it was wanting to be a landscaper, then it was being a champion in dressage, then it was rock climber, I think. Now, a shop owner?" He paused, and she could hear the disappointment in his voice. "When are you going to settle down? It is time to be serious." "I am, Papa." He sighed. "I know you are trying, but it would be nice if you found a career you could stick with, a place to really shine." "I already have, working in the vineyard." But as she said the words, she knew he had a point. She had darted from job to job, pursued a dozen careers in as many years. She'd never settled down with anything until now. Not a job, not a man, not a thing. "You don't understand. It's hard to find your place in the sun," she said quietly, "when there are so many stars overhead." "Oh, cara, I understand that," her father said, his voice softer. "I grew up in my father's court, the second of 5. If my eldest brother hadn't died, I would have lived a very different life than the one I had. It was a good life, though, and I am not complaining." Carrie sent up a silent prayer that she was so far removed from the throne that she would probably never have to worry about wearing the crown. "I love working in the vineyards and with the wine, Papa. I want to run the vineyards someday." "It is not a proper job for a princess," he said. "Go back to college, become a doctor, a humanitarian, something."